All right, well, let's talk about this game. Fitz for Boston, Sanchez for Philly. Philly minus 195 as the favorite here, over under 8.5. What's your breakdown on this game?
So neither one of these offenses really hitting the ball that well. The Red Sox have had single-digit hits in 8 straight games. They've gone under 6 of those last 8, even before the break. The Phillies had that 17-hit breakout against Verlander and the Giants back the last day of the first half, the last Sunday before the All-Star break. Or I'm sorry, not last Sunday. It was on the 9th. It was a couple of weeks ago. But I bring that up because if you look at the Phillies, otherwise, 11 of their other 12 games, every other game except that one, they've had single-digit hits, even though they've gone over 3 of the last 4. What's tricky about this game, though, Andy, and by the way, I do lean Phillies in this one. I would probably play them run line minus 1.5 around even money. Did not work out last night. They got the 3-2 win, didn't cover the run line. But what gives me hesitation, what leaves this off my client card tonight, is the fact that the Red Sox have been really good against left-handed pitchers this year. And Tokyo Brandon and I talked about this on last call last weekend when I guest host. And I asked him, and he's a great baseball handicapper. You know, I was number 1 last year in Units 1 in Major League Baseball. He's been number 1 like for 3 years in a row combined. And neither one of us rely much on lefty-righty stats. And Tokyo had a great point. He's like, those are against other pitchers. And I do agree with that. With that said, though, it is still a kind of a little bit of a filter that I use when looking at games. And I just wanted to point this out, that the Red Sox this year against lefties, especially on the road, have been much better. And in fact, overall, in all road games this year, they're averaging about 4.3 runs a game. They're averaging 5.9 per 9 innings against lefties, batting 240 against lefties on the road, against everyone on the road, 267 against lefties. So it's about 225, 230 against right-handed pitchers. How do we use that to our advantage? Well, maybe a first 5-inning play with the Red Sox instead of a full game. You can get them at +1, -115 in the first 5. You get them at plus money, +120 on a half run. So I do like the Phillies overall in the full game. If you are looking Red Sox, I think you're much better off playing them first 5 or playing them early. And for my official free play for this game, I'll give you Red Sox over 1.5 runs in the first 5 innings. Now, I know Sanchez is a good pitcher, but once again, the Red Sox have been lighting up lefties all season. You never know what you're going to get with the bullpen in the second half of the game. But we're going to get a lefty for the first 5 innings. I'm pretty confident of that with Sanchez on the mound. So why not play the team total over 1.5? It's 3.5 for the game. It's just 1.5 for the first 5 innings. I don't think I've ever given out a first 5 team total over 1.5. And if you beat these consistently, you might get banned from your book as well. But I think it's a good chance to beat it tonight. All we need is the Red Sox to get to 2 runs in the first 5 innings.
I love the first 5 innings team total. I almost did the Nationals over 1.5. I decided to go with the full game. But Rakesh wants to know, what about the Phillies team total over 4.5 today? They 3.5 moved to 4.5 is a big move. Steve, is that a little too risky to play? Pass, or you want to sprinkle on that one?
So they got to 3 last night in extra innings and 10. They only got to 2 against the Angels on Sunday. They did get to 5 against the Angels on Friday, but they had 2-4-2, 3-1, and 4 their previous 5 games before the break. As I said earlier, they've had single-digit hits in 11 of their last 12 games. So they're not exactly lighting the ball up, to say the least. I do think they get a favorable pitching matchup, and that's one of the reasons I do like the Phillies full game is Richard Fitz is not going to give the Phillies fits. How do you like that? 4.3 well ERA, 4.2 over his last 7 starts going back to early April. He was out of the rotation for late April and most of May. Since he's come back, mediocre results. I will say this, though, Andy. His numbers are probably better than his overall numbers because he had that terrible outing. Second time he returned back on June 2nd, gave up 6 runs, 5 earned in 1 inning. So if you take that out of the equation, maybe Fitz is a little bit better than his overall seasonal numbers. I need to see more from him first, though. But, yeah, the Phillies offense is not in great current form, and Fitz may be a little bit better than that overall 4.2 ERA if you take out that one really bad start.
It's a really, really good look there. So $5 Tuesday, Steve, what do you have up for clients?
So we have an advanced NFL $5 play, which I put up last week, an NFL season win total. It's the only one I've released all year. It's my favorite win total of the season. That is up for $5 right now, and also going to have a strong baseball best bet because that $5 NFL play is up all summer. So this is actually a rare opportunity to get 2 $5 best bets. My top baseball best bet tonight, and also that NFL total play, if you didn't get it last week, is still available. Really like this season wins play. And by the way, free plays every day as well. You know, the last cut for my best bet card always goes up as a bonus free play, and it is in that Yankees-Blue Jays game tonight that I just talked about. So get a free play Yankees-Blue Jays as well on my page right now, Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com, and get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM.